Something amazing happened to me the other day while I was brainstorming this exact video that I am recording right now. So just to give you a heads up, today's video is about an inspiring success story about a Japanese Zen Buddhist monk who had a burning passion of becoming a musician. The story touches on the concept of taking risks, surrendering, and also trusting the wisdom of your soul in order to manifest your dreams into reality. To be honest, I was kind of going back and forth about my ideas and also was a little hesitant on even sharing this specific monk story. I was kind of getting into a negative headspace where I was just like, I don't know if I should actually make this video. I don't know if anybody's going to be interested. So I basically reached out to my spirit guide and I was like, dude, I need some guidance. Send me a very obvious in-your-face sign so that I know that's just going to be helpful for some other people that listens to it. As soon as I was thinking that, guess what happened? He appeared. I freaking saw him physically manifesting his face on my wall. And I actually took a picture of it. Here you go. So here's a historic painting of my guide. You can definitely see the resemblance. You can see his little hat, his mouth, his nose, his eyes. This is a statue of him as well. And look, this is just so amazing that he physically manifested himself. And here's a footage of my dog Baloo acknowledging his presence as well. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? Another synchronicity in the manner of its manifestation is that the outline of his hat and everything looks like a scripture. And today's Zen Buddhist monk story is actually connected to the prayer, the Heart Sutra as well. So I just kind of took that as a sign that I'm definitely supposed to talk about this story today. So a few seconds later, he did disappear, but it was still an amazing experience. He does come through during seances, table tipping sessions, and also trance mediumship. Like he talks through other mediums and stuff, but the physical manifestation was just so freaking amazing. So I'm just so glad I got to capture this and share with you all. So basically, I was very much pushed by my spirit guide to make this video, so I hope you enjoy it. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Elisa and I am a Japanese esoteric practitioner and also a psychic medium. And my passion is to help people reconnect with the power of their own soul, the real version of themselves, so that they can manifest a joyful life aligned with their purpose. And I also love sharing the magic and esoteric practices of my home country so that everyone can utilize the knowledge as a spiritual tool for empowerment and have a lot of fun with it. Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever." Kanho Yakushiji was born into a lineage of Zen Buddhist monks. Kaizenji Temple was owned by his family and it was his duty to take over the temple when he grew up. Though he was raised being immersed in the beautiful teachings of Zen Buddhism, from a young age he never wanted to be a monk. His passion was directed elsewhere, which was towards music. He wanted to become a musician and often ran away from his temple duties and even had his rebellious stages in life. In his 20s, he actually gained popularity as a musician and often performed concerts. However, as he got older, his sense of responsibility towards monkhood grew stronger, and he eventually made the decision to surrender and commit to Zen Buddhism. At the age of 30, he traveled to Kyoto to train at the Tenryuji Temple for 2 years. During his training, to his surprise, he started noticing a close relationship between Buddhism and music. An example of this was during the practice of Takuhatsu. In the practice of Takuhatsu, monks travel the streets to chant sutras in Sino-Japanese in exchange for donations of food and money. Zen monks in training usually practice this, and they walk through a street and chanting. While Kanho recited the sutras, he often felt like there was a resemblance to when he used to voice train for the songs he used to sing. Before I continue with Kanho's journey, I'd like to share a quick story on the sacredness and beauty of Takuhatsu. When I was a little girl growing up in Japan, I often saw monks in training standing in front of shops and busy train stations. Whenever we saw them, my mother would hand me money to place in their bowl as donations. Their faces were always hidden by their ajirokaza, their special hats, and they didn't show any facial expressions or speak a word. But once the money is placed in the bowl, they would ring their bell and recite a sutra. Though I was quite intimidated and afraid to go near the monks due to their seriousness, I eventually learned that the monks in training were giving us an opportunity to practice kindness and generosity. The fact that their presence can snap us out of a busy life and allow us to take a moment to practice the gift of giving was something to be deeply thankful for, as it allows us to be released from a scarcity mindset and elevates us to an abundant reality. Now back to Kanho's story. After completing his 2-year training in Kyoto, he returned back to his family's temple to continue his training and duties as a monk. With the new level of spiritual awareness, he was determined to dedicate his life to being a monk. However, his love for music remained strong as well, and he continued his musical performances on the side. His music and band went through multiple transformations throughout the years from J-pop to folk music, and his fan base continued to grow. In the year 2018, he had a live concert where a large number of audiences attended. When the event was coming to a close, he was compelled to integrate traditional Buddhist chants and the Heart Sutra as his last performance. The Heart Sutra is a popular Buddhist sutra, and in Japanese Esotericism, it is known as a powerful sutra to free people from suffering and invoke inner peace. It is also known as a powerful sutra that has the ability to enchant people and objects to protect them from harm and negative energy. Though people knew Kanho was a monk, he was afraid of judgment. He was worried that reciting the Heart Sutra with music may scare people away as it wasn't aligned with his regular performances. And he didn't want people to misunderstand him and assume he's trying to force religion on others. He simply just wanted to share the beauty, peace, and healing the Heart Sutra invokes. And so he took a chance. He let go of his fears, surrendered to the unknown, and allowed his soul to lead him where he felt he needed to go. And when he was done reciting the sutra with the music he had composed, to his surprise, he was showered with ovation and warm acceptance. He received countless positive feedback that they were touched by his performance, experienced a sense of inner peace, and their worries melted away. Some people even mentioned that Kanho's version of the Heart Sutra invoked a sense of nostalgia within them, as it reminded them of their grandparents that recently passed away. On top of the positive feedback, this performance went viral and he was picked up by national TV. His music had millions of views on YouTube and spread like wildfire not only in Japan but all across Asia, and eventually led him to go on tours to perform the Heart Sutra internationally. Today, Kanho is known as a Japanese Zen Buddhist monk and musician. He successfully integrated traditional Buddhist sacred texts with contemporary musical elements to spread peace, healing, mindfulness, spiritual contemplation, and other core principles of Buddhism. And the best part of this success story is that he never had to give up his love for music or being a monk. He was accepted and was able to share his true essence, his soul, with the world. I personally love his story because it's a beautiful reminder that what's meant for you won't pass you by. When you feel something strongly in your heart, you are feeling it for a reason. We are given a passion because our soul is equipped to pursue it and manifest it in this lifetime. We truly are born in this world under the given circumstances because each element of our life is an important dot that will eventually connect us to the future aligned with our soul purpose. There is no such thing as coincidence, and everything unfolds in divine timing when we are ready for it. Our goals may change over time, just like Kanho's music evolved, but our passion will always be present to light the way towards our purpose. Our soul is infinite intelligence, and the infinite has infinite ways to bring blessings into our lives. We should never limit its ways.